If the tasks for January are still relevant in February this month, the days are getting longer, and most importantly, spring is approaching. Let's start with the inside of your apartment, or why not a sunroom, a heated sunroom. If you have citrus fruits or kumquats indoors, this is the right time to give them some fertilizer, a special citrus fertilizer. Your green plants are also starting to get hungry, so you can give them fertilizer too. Just cut the os in half. Your amaryllis has faded. It is also time to cut the flower, and especially to continue to give fertilizer to the leaves, so that the bulb reconstitutes itself and you can have a new flower next fall. Beware of aphids. If your green plants start to grow again, aphids are starting to reproduce. For those who have a greenhouse, now is the right time to start the first sowings, especially for tomatoes, patience plants, petunias, and all those annuals that will bloom next summer. For that, you'll use a mini greenhouse that will warm the soil to 20 degrees, allowing you to have an early sowing that you can transplant in March. In a greenhouse, you might have also stored your geraniums. Be very careful, because with the vegetation that starts again, rot, botrytis too. Above all, be careful, remove all the rot and especially the yellow leaves. In the cold greenhouse, if you've stored Mediterranean plants like oleanders, phoenix palms, olive trees and bougainvilleas, they can soon go outside as they tolerate temperatures below 0 degrees C. Aphids or scale insects may multiply if left in the greenhouse. Spray black soap every 15 days on leaves to eliminate them. If you leave them in the greenhouse with the sun and the warming, a few aphids might be on them, or even, why not, some scale insects, and they can start to multiply. So it's important right now to spray black soap every 15 days on the top and bottom of the leaves to get rid of the intruders. If you have to water all these plants, make sure to water them in the morning and never in the evening. In the vegetable garden, February is the big cleaning time. If you have or have built frames, a hotbed on fresh manure, it's the perfect time to sow some salad and radishes. You do that on the fly. Once you've sown your radishes and salads, make sure to water them generously. And then we can always fear the cold. It is always a good idea to put a wintering fleece on top. Then you will cover your seedlings, your wintering fleece with your frames, and if unfortunately it is very, very cold, cover them with a doormat. And to get a little ahead, now's the time to start sprouting those seed potatoes in trays so we can get a jump on our future crops. If in February the rose bushes are already starting to grow well, with buds sometimes over 1 centimeter long, you might be tempted to prune them, but it's way too early. Wait until the end of the month or start in March. Prune early, prune late, nothing beats the pruning in March. If you have your pruners handy, now's a good time to do some work, especially to aerate your shrubs like hazelnut trees. Cut on the inside to let it breathe well. If you have black currants or gooseberry bushes, trim the inside so that a butterfly can flutter around inside without getting its wings caught. In February, it's the time to aerate your lawn. For that, you'll use a scarifier, either a manual one or a motorized one. And if you've made a fire, now's the time to spread that ash over the lawn to naturally get rid of the moss.